Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida, and in today's video we are going to get into empties. Yes, so if you're newer here and you don't know, y'all, I literally just got into fragrances 2 years ago. Probably about 2 years ago, I only had one perfume. I was a signature scent girl, and not only that, to make it even worse, I was a perfume only for special occasions type of girl. I know, sad, but since then my collection has grown to probably about 250 bottles. I know I said 200 was gonna be like my sweet spot, so y'all keep me in your prayers. But I love fragrance, okay? And so for me to have an empty says a lot, because first of all, I wear all of my fragrances. I get sizable dents in a majority of them, and I really do feel like it says a lot about a perfume if there is an empty bottle of it. I'm not a huge person to decant, so my dents are not because I had 10 ml decants in my car, in my purse. I really do wear my fragrances, and I just wanted to share with you today empties. So these fragrances are beautiful. I love them. I have sprayed them until they're gone. So let's jump right into this video. All right, now before we start, you guys, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Double check, make sure that you are subscribed, and be sure to give the video a big thumbs up because it helps the channel to grow. Now, the first fragrance on this list, this is literally the fastest empty in perfume history for me, okay? I've never received a bottle of perfume and gotten through it so fast. And no, it is not because I'm continuously overspraying it and topping it off because it doesn't, last. That's one thing, but this one is just like a full-blown obsession. And I'm talking about the Wedding Silk SANTAL by Kalei. Y'all, first of all, I got so excited because they had it back in stock. One of my lovely subscribers, she DM'd me, she was like, girl, it's back. I ordered it immediately. Why God did I get an email from them yesterday? Because I knew something was up. I'm like, Huda is really quick on getting the products out, and it had been like 3 days, I think. No shipping, no update, no information. They canceled the order. I don't know if they said it was back in stock in error, but I sprayed the last of this because I was like, oh, no fear, no fret. I got a new bottle on the way. So we are officially empty with no restock in sight. And I don't know if they just don't plan on restocking this, or if they are waiting to, add the 100 mils, possibly 200 mils, with the next launch. And I just pray that it's another launch, because this is my favorite Kalei. Even more than Vanilla 28. And I love this. And they really need to restock it. I feel like this is a hodgepodge, quite possibly, of some of her, best selling fragrances. So it's got this nectarine in there, and it's gonna be, giving you this vibe of a deja vu white flower. It's got the white florals in there. It has a very, beautiful, creamy, vanilla. It's musky. Like, I'm getting deja vu, musk, vanilla 28 all rolled into one, but still making a new fragrance. Like, if you layered all of those fragrances together, you're still not going to come up with this composition. And it's not quite as floral as some of the others, but it's really gourmand leaning, you guys. You've got this gorgeous, pink praline note in there. You have the vanilla, you have this fruity aspect, you have a floral. So this is very, very feminine. And then you are just drenching it in this creamy sandalwood. You're getting the best of like all of the worlds, okay? I love a good sandalwood. I love vanilla. I love musk. I love fruity. I love floral. So when I say that they really hit it out of the park with this, I don't think I've ever seen a Kalei sell out so fast. And y'all are playing with us right now with this restock. I'm DMing Mona today. Mona, I need to know from you, girl, is it coming back? Because this is a love. This is a love, and I'm so sad that I don't have it anymore for the time being, hopefully, All right, so speaking of Vanilla 28, yes, this too is an empty. If you are not familiar with the brand, okay, this is probably, I'm sure, their bestseller. Cult classic, honey, and this house has not been around for long, but we've deemed it a cult classic. I don't think this fragrance is overhyped at all. Very popular, viral, hyped, but to me, in my opinion, it deserves all of the praises, all of the hype. So this is a gorgeous, sweet gourmand. It is a sensual vanilla fragrance. It has got a lot of brown sugar. Okay, so you do have to like it sweet to like this one. Even if you don't like it this sweet, I find that people still want this around for layering because it is the layering staple, the layering queen. It's of course an overdose of vanilla, but you also have a very gorgeous floral component to this. So it does make it quite feminine. This one too also has a very gorgeous musky element. So it's gourmand, it's vanilla, it's, you know, got a sensual musk to it. And this is just one that you need in your collection if you are newer to fragrances, if you don't have any vanillas, if you you know, are newer to gourmands. Just start here. Start here. This will not break the bank. They have the 10 mils that you can get to try it out, which I highly recommend over getting the 2 mil vials of samples. Like, please just get the 10 mil travel size and get your life. Because this one is one of my favorite vanillas in a collection full of vanillas. Trust me, I am the vanilla girl in these streets, and I cannot recommend this one enough. I love it, and for that reason, it's absolutely empty. Now, if you have these both, layer them both, and you're gonna smell better than anyone in the entire state, okay? In the entire state. All right, guys, so the next one up on this list is a cheapie. I don't talk about it much on this channel, but I had this in my collection for probably a good 2 years, okay? Had it, was sleeping on it. Even though I had it, my daughter made me start wearing this again. So this is Choco Musk, and this is by Al Rehab. And when you first get these Middle Eastern fragrances, please do not judge them off of a first spray. You have to give these time to macerate because they get some out like fast. They don't care nothing about macerating, okay? As soon as they're put in the bottles, they are shipped out. And that does the fragrance no justice, okay? So when I first got this, I had already had the oil, mind you, love the oil. Said, let me go ahead and get the perfume. Sprayed the perfume, and it was just like a watery experience. Like, I could barely smell it. Instant declare to my daughter. Fast forward some time later, my daughter walks past me. I'm like, what do you have on? Because it smelled gorgeous, chocolatey, musky. And I'm like, what is that? It doesn't smell like anything that I have and, you know, the ones that I wear. And she said, you know, it's the one in the little, like half round bottle with, it's like a dark ambery color, you know, juice. And I'm like, what? No idea what she was talking about. I was like, no, not Choco Musk. I know I'm not smelling that projecting off of you. Yes, it was Choco Musk. You guys, you have to let these macerate. Spray them a few times, let them sit, and I'm telling you, like, when you're watching reviews of these, you know, Middle Eastern fragrances, which, by the way, my Middle Eastern video is coming soon, and you want to see this one, okay? It is the one you need to see. But if you let these macerate, come back to them, you're going to have a completely different fragrance, okay? And that can even be said about the Kalei sometimes. They come out with these new releases, and they automatically, oh, I'm getting 1 to 2 hours. It's not performing. Spray them, let them sit, fully macerate, you know, give it, you know, a couple weeks, a couple months, and you're going to come back to something that performs so much better. All right. And the scent is just more rounded, more full bodied. Yeah. So I love this one. If you love fragrances like Vanille Orchidée by Van Cleef & Arpels, which is pricey, try this one out because they are very similar. This is often compared to Chocolate Greedy, which I wholeheartedly disagree with. Chocolate Greedy is much more like substantial wearing, you know, that very thick but powdery gourmand chocolate. This one I feel like is much closer to Orchidée Vanille. This is, you know, a little lighter wearing. It's musky, it's milk chocolatey, but without that orange note. So that's pretty much what you're getting with this one. And it is a cheapie that is like $10. that you will not regret getting into your life. Okay, and obviously I love it. This is an empty, and this is again Choco Musk by Al Rehab. So the next one is a vanilla, and had no intentions on adding this one into my collection when I did, but this since has been upgraded to a larger bottle. But this was a very fast empty. Okay, this is Black Opium à la Parfum, and the only black opium you need, especially if you're a vanilla girl. This does have the black opium DNA, but when I tell you all of those heady florals, the overdose of coffee, it's all dialed way back. And the triple vanilla component to this comes front and center stage, and it is a love. I can still smell it slightly on the nozzle because this has been an empty for a few months now. But this one, if you don't have any black opiums, just start here. Just start here because this is not going to be overwhelming. This is a very delicious sweet gourmand vanilla that you can wear all year. It does have a floral component to it. It still's got the coffee, but again, it's so much more wearable, tolerable, because this is a very black opium in general. I find can be quite polarizing. Okay, but do I like the scent? I do. Do I want a full bottle of the original? I think it's just a little bit too much and doing too much for me, but I actually smell it and can totally understand the love for it. I can also understand the hate for it. I happen to think that it is a beautiful scent profile, but I much prefer the, you know, the vanilla version of that fragrance, and that is what this is. You do have vanilla in the top, mid, and the base, and that is completely coming through in this fragrance. This was only a 30 ml. I got it and it was an instant regret to have gotten such a small bottle. Again, I've since upgraded to the 100, and this one is just a love for me. So if you're a vanilla lover, try this one out. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. And again, the only black opium I need. This is the La Parfum flanker, and this is from YSL. All right, so this perfume, Holy Grail, one I will always want in my collection, top 10 for life. You haven't seen her in a while, and she will be coming back full time. This is Scherzo, and this is from the house of Miller Harris. This, oh my God. Okay, Judah Rose put me on. When I tell you the girl put me on, I love this fragrance so much. And if you are newer to my channel, like if you've only subscribed within like the past 6 months, you haven't heard me rant and rave about her, but please believe I have ranted and raved about this perfume so much. And this is a rose oud scent. Very, very, very sweet, okay? So you have to like it sweet, but I feel like this smells and comes off is such a unique scent, and it is unlike any other rose oud fragrance that is on the market that you've ever smelled. Oh, Oud Bouquet, rose oud, we get it. If you didn't like that one, that ain't got nothing to do with this, okay? This one totally different. It's just so many rose ouds out there on the market right now, but I'm telling you, nothing smells like this, okay? Nothing makes me feel the way this one does. This one, it is very sweet. It is, you know, very rose centric. You do have the oud, but I feel like this one is a very clean oud, maybe even compared to Oud Bouquet, because Oud Bouquet can get gasoline for some people, because that oud is definitely there. It's definitely woody, and it's doing its thing. But here the oud is even cleaner, and I feel like the sweet notes, the Divana, I think there's Artemisia, if I'm not mistaken. Like, there is a very unique composition that they have here. It wears a little transparent, however, it wears with some serious performance, all right? This one, people are going to smell on you even if you do 3 or 4 sprays. I'm not a 3 or 4 spray type of girl, but you can spray this a good 4 times and it's gonna last you 8 hours plus. People are going to smell you, you know, as they approach, and you're going to get so many compliments. Women in particular compliments me on this fragrance. They love it. You know, this is one they're gonna ask you, what is that? Let me write it down, because very intriguing, it's beguiling, it's feminine, but powerful, and it's just a love. Oh my God, I love this so much. So this is definitely an empty. It already has a 100 ml, you know, a restock in the collection, and y'all are gonna be hearing me rant and rave about her so much more as fall approaches. Though this is definitely a year-round scent, a, you know, rose oud you can wear 365 days a year, 600 scents. I more so focus on, you know, talking about this one more so for fall and winter, but make no mistake, you can wear this all day, every day. All right, again, this one is Scherzo by the House of Miller Harris. Okay, so this empty took me by surprise because I didn't even know she was about to be an empty. No idea she was on the verge of being an empty. This is LIRA, okay? And though I love a good, you know, opaque bottle that you can't see none of the juice because it protects the juice, you have no idea where you are. And I was literally in the middle of my overspray for the day and it just stopped spraying. I was like, and then I shook it and it was bone dry down there. And I'm just like, OMG, like I thought I probably had a half a bottle of this left. I don't know why. I feel like I don't wear it that often, but I guess I do. When I say this one was like within the first 10 of my niche purchases, so it's no surprise that it is empty, but it's lovely. LIRA is a gourmand that I feel like doesn't get too sweet. I feel like this one you can wear all year. It is blood orange, it's a little touch of lavender, caramel city, and pretty much what you're going to get, it's almost like a lemon sponge cake or lemon cheesecake. For me, the blood orange goes lemon, okay? Now, I want to repurchase this, but now I'm kind of on the fence because I have recently sampled Sana, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a full bottle of that. It's more affordable than LIRA, and whoa, the performance, okay? This one, for me, is always giving me moderate performance. I would say at the very end of a work day, 12 hours, this one is definitely gone. It's not one that I can just smell. You know, after that, I say I would get a good 6 to 8 hours out of it. Ain't it's pushing it, but 6 definitely. So to me, I consider that to be moderate wearing. Some people would consider it poor performance, but never have I worn this and gotten a couple hours, 3 hours. No, this performs moderately on my skin, but they may be different for you. You may get longer, you may get shorter. However, a lot of people have complaints about the performance on this, especially at this price point. So I think I'm gonna try Sana next, and if I figure out which one I love, you know, if I love one more than the other, then when I re-up, then it'll be just the better of the two. But I do love LIRA, and this is from the Cosmerati line of Scherzo. All right, and so the last one on this list, you guys, is going to be from the House of Tiziana Terenzi, and this is Cassio Pia. Oh God, if you love it sweet, if you love it fruity, this is just a must. And though this house is quite pricey, very up there, you know, in the niche price range, the white bottles are at a much more affordable price point. And if you buy Gray Market, you can get this, you know, this big bottle here for, I would say, right around the $100 price point. And you can't beat that with a stick. Cassio Pia will literally have you smelling like edible fruity candies. That is what you're going to smell like. A hodgepodge of fruits. You've got some florals in there. Musky, but this is not the overbearing general Tiziana Terenzi musk that turns people off from the house. You do have the musk, but it's not going to be overwhelming and overpowering compared to many of the other fruity florals that I have. I love that, you know, that particular thing or, you know, DNA for the house, but it doesn't work for everyone. This one I think is going to be a lot safer. So if you're considering starting with Tiziana Terenzi's, start with this one if you love sweet and fruity scents, because this one is, I'm telling you, one of my favorites. It's very sweet, but for me, it doesn't get too sweet. It's not one that I find hard to wear or cloying, and I think that this compares to, I forget the fragrance from, oh my goodness, from Kajal in the silver and green bottle. It's very sweet and candy, but I feel like that one is just a little too sweet for a lot of people, and I can totally see why. I don't think I need a full bottle of that one, but they're very similar in scent. But I do prefer Cassio Pia over that particular fragrance, but I think that one is beautiful, but this one I feel like it's just a little bit more well balanced. You're going to get, I would say, a little bit above moderate performance on this one. It's not the typical Tiziana Terenzi beast mode, you know, 12-hour wear type of fragrance, but you're definitely going to get a good 6 to 8 out of this one, and I just think it's definitely worth the price point, especially if you can get it Gray Market. All right, this one again, if you want to smell like candies, Cassio Pia by Tiziana Terenzi is absolutely the ticket, and it's an empty and one I would repurchase. All right, you guys, so that is our video for today. Drop me a comment below. Let me know some recent empties or just any empties you've ever had in your collection that you would like to share with me. I would love to know, because that means you absolutely love them. There is no debate. You don't have to question. If it's an empty, we love it around here, right? I'm not one that's, oh, let me just use it to use it up, huh? If I don't like it, we giving it away or we're selling it. Like, I don't get that. Yeah, I could be wearing fragrances I actually love. So for me, these are loves. These are not ones I was just, okay, let me get through them type of sense. These are loves, and I highly recommend them all. You guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Be sure notification bell is turned on to all. And last but not least, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up. Again, it helps the channel to grow. It is Maria. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.